Newsshooter coverage of IBC 2024 is sponsored by Sennheiser, Atomos, and B&H.
Hi, it's Matt here for Newsshooter.com at IBC 2024. I'm with Steve from Vinten. Now, this is sort of a really good replacement to the old Vision 250.
Absolutely, yeah. So this is the direct replacement of the Vision 250, but more capable. So the Vision 250 was capable of balancing 5 to 25 kilograms. This can do 0 to 37 kilograms. So it can balance down to 0. You can see here it's balancing with no payload on it whatsoever. But equally, it can do this large teleprompter setup or a 40 times lens. Okay? And it's perfect balance because when the length of a shot is measured in hours and not seconds, you can't be fighting an out of balance payload for that length of time and concentrating on your framing. So what the head has is we'll start at the top and work down. The platform has a carry handle, so you can easily get it into position. It's got a safety tether on the top, so you can put a shackle through it and either winch it up into a scaffold, or you can secure it and tether it at height, so for safety reasons or for security reasons. The platform lock is an over-center clamp like this. You push forward so it doesn't accidentally release. You push forward and then swing it out, and that's stainless steel, super strong. On the left-hand side of the head, you've got all of the controls on the left-hand side. So if you're operating monocular style, you can make all of your drag adjustments while concentrating on the frame without moving your hand to different areas of the head. The drag knobs are multi-turn, so that they're low effort, which means the knobs can be smaller and more compact, tucked in against the head, so less likely to get damaged. At the rear of the head, you've got the counterbalance adjustment, which is also multi-turn, and you've got illumination of the balance control, but also if I press and hold, the drag and balance controls too. So you've got the level bubble too. There's a couple of lines here to show when you're lined up central that you can both see and feel with your thumb if you've got your eye, if you're framing, and that shows you when the super strong stainless steel center lock can be engaged, and it's a simple push on, push off. This little clip here is for the simply fibre cable, because this head is designed for sports OB. So there's a fibre cable, you can bring down a loop and move it away from your feet so that when you're operating, you haven't got a cable length dropping to your foot. And that cable length also affects balance, right? So going down to the base of the head, the base of the head has these 4 holes so that you can see the tops of the screws. So if you're putting the head on a pedestal, it's easy to line up that first screw. If I flip the head over, it's actually got 4 different bases in one. So you don't need different adapters. That allows you to keep your fly cases smaller and just create more space. It also stops you from having to change bases. So you've got a 150 sphere here. You've got the 4 bolts for the pedestals. You've also got the quick fix lip, so you can put it into the quick fix adapter. The stud stores on the inside, so if I move the head down, I can pull it out of the way, press that, the stud flips out, stores inside. Again, that allows you to keep it in a smaller flight case, and I can lift it straight onto the bowl and then tie it down on a regular bowl, or equally store it away. So going from spherical to flat base is as simple as that. Underneath this base, there's also a 100mm ball. So I can remove these 4 screws, they're captive so they can't get lost. And there's a 100mm ball underneath that uses the same stud. So that's it in a nutshell. It has TF drag, so it has whip pan drag, so it's got very, very high drag at low speeds because it's designed for sport. So when you're at the long end of the lens, you've got excellent control and high drag, but it clips at 30 Newton meters. So if you suddenly need to reposition, like the golfer hits the ball or whatever, the drag clips at a constant level. So you've got this constant drag while you're following, and then it goes back down into the ramp mode. Okay, so we've got a super strong accessory arm. So it's like a wrench, totally solid. In live entertainment, you can't have accessories moving or becoming loose. So it's rock solid. You can mount it to this side of the head in positions where it doesn't tilt. So if you tilt the head, your monitor doesn't move. You can put a monitor on here, a script, a directional microphone, and it won't move and it won't tilt. Or you can sandwich it with the pan bar, in which case it does tilt with the head. So rock solid, and it takes a standard Sony Grass Valley broadcast V-wedge.
It seems like there's an awful lot of innovation in here and a lot of thought that's been, I guess, gone into the design process, all these little bits and pieces. Is this the result of direct feedback from talking to users?
Myself and my engineers have visited over 30 different OB events. We've been on more sports. We've been on motor racing, we've been on golf, we've been on soccer, we've even been on darts. We've been to award ceremonies, we went to the Brit Awards, we went to concerts to see as many different applications of when they use this type of head. And we've spoken to well over 150 camera operators giving direct feedback into this head. So all customers have loved it and all end users have loved it, and that's the really important thing.
And in terms of pricing and availability, is this available yet?
It's available now, we're shipping at the end of this month, and the pricing, the head is £9,000.